Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Raina Teas. Now, before we get started, y'all know the drill. Check that description box down below for the link to our website where we have Spellwork, okay? Two witches on your behalf doing spellwork for you, honey. We have spell boxes where we charge, dress, bless, imbue with energy, okay? Pray upon. We put our foot in them boxes, okay? When we send them boxes to you and you unpack that box, honey, that is Raina T Spellwork. You become a full-fledged witch, okay? All you got to do is follow the instructions. We have written instructions and we have audio instructions for you. Okay, we got mantras. We got the full works up in there. We guide you through the whole process of you performing that ritual. We also have spell candles. We charge, dress, bless, and be with energy. We can light them for you here, or we can send them to you by mail. We also have tarot card readings, both which is on the line. Okay, hour plus conversation, honey. Life coaching, giving you all the tea from the spirits, okay? It's all down below. Check it out. There's a lot to read on the website. So let's get the video started. Now, today this video is going to be about the importance of visualization in spell work, okay? Now, visualization is something that is extremely important, okay? The imagination. When you look at the word imagination, the word magic, okay, M-A-G-I is in there. The only thing that's missing is the C in imagination, but magic is in the imagination, in visualization, and it is the most important thing. Well, one of the, okay, most important things when you're performing spell work. Without visualization, I mean, I feel like it can still work because honestly, your intent and your will is really like what pushes and drives it. But the visualization is what takes it home. It's what puts the just the image of it. Okay, and even the word image has that M-A-G. Okay, so magic is in there. Okay, and you know what? Like visualization and imagination during spell work is very difficult. It's one of the hardest things. You know, you have to kind of like train yourself to visualize and to keep your visualization straightforward in the intent, in the target that you want to imagine. You know, during my process of spiritual and magical spell work growth, I struggled with visualization. I struggled with maintaining my mind's eye to create that image and keep the focus on that image and not stray and think about something else or have my inner voice try to confuse me or distract me, because I think I made a video about this. Like, your subconscious will try to distract you, okay? Because magic is something that we have been brought up to fear. We've been brought up to think that it's not real. So when you're really like hitting it and the spell work is like powerful, a lot of times your subconscious will try to throw a curveball up in there and distract you, or change the visualization to something negative or something that might startle you or completely throw you off. But you have to bring it back, okay? And I want to talk about that in this video. I want to talk about the distractions during visualization and the curveballs that your subconscious throws at you when you are in the middle of a spell work and you're focusing and you're focusing and you're seeing the clear intent that you want to send out. You're seeing a clear image, and then all of a sudden you think about some crazy shit, and it completely like just takes you aback, or you're like, fuck, you feel like, damn, I fucked up. But you didn't fuck up. The important thing is when you are visualizing and then you get distracted or another image pops up in your head that, kind of like throws you off course, you got to bring it back into the original thought. You have to bring it back into the original visualization. Okay, every single time that your mind takes you to another thought form, you need to bring it back immediately into the spell work thought, into the goal that you're visualizing. And if you have to say out loud, you can say, spirits, you know my intent, you know my true desires, you know the goal that I want to fulfill, that I want to accomplish. These visualizations are nothing more, or these distractions are nothing more than my subconscious trying to impede or to impose. Because like I said, the subconscious, we've been brought up to fear magic, to fear our own success in spirituality. Like a lot of times your own subconscious will try to purposely sabotage the spell work. A lot of times you will purposefully sabotage your spell work and try to, oh, I'm not a real witch, or I don't deserve this and this and that. Like I don't deserve my goals. And that shit will be brought up. It will come up in your spell work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, especially if you smoke weed beforehand, you may have these distractions come up heavily. So, and I talked about this in my video about smoking weed. I suggest that when you're beginning to do spell work, and even most of the time, it's best to do it with a clear head. You can go in high, on weed or whatever, but like you have to remain completely focused and just know that you're the shit, that you are that witch bitch, okay? That your will is manifested. You know what I'm saying? You have to go in there like confident, and that's another thing. You have to be so confident. You have to be 100% ready for the spell work. You have to be prepared. You have to be, with your goal already like clear in your mind what it is, and focused. Okay, you have to put like a sharp needle eye motherfucking focus up in that intent, in that visualization. And if you do get distracted, you got to bring it back into that visualization and know what your intent is. Know that no matter how many times a distraction comes, your intent is strongest, okay? Your true will is strongest. And focus that visualization. And a lot of times what helps is changing the visualization up. Maybe look at it in a different angle. Like if your visualization is you making $3,000, visualize yourself looking at the check, or visualize yourself happy and at the bank depositing the check, or on PayPal looking at the money coming in. All these different aspects. It's good also to change the visualization, not just keep it in one split frame image. It helps kind of distract you in a good way, to keep your mind from focusing on some other shit. Is to focus on the intent, but look at it in different angles, like switch the image into different things, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to the same goal. Because that's a lot easier than just focusing on one single image and trying to hone in and keep that shit. So yeah, that's very important. Okay. Also, speaking your will out loud and saying what it is that you want out loud is extremely important. Visualization is good, but also speaking it does keep you focused as well. Okay, saying it slowly and repeating exactly what it is that you want and seeing it in your mind. Okay, once you have that down pat, you're good to go. But it takes time. It takes persistence. And a lot of times, it's good to do multiple day spell work, because it could be some certain situations that, you do a spell work today and you may not feel 100% good about it, because maybe your visualization wasn't the best. Maybe you did get distracted and you had like an internal battle with yourself during the spell work that, you had to kind of battle your mind, because your visualizations were drifting. You were scattered. You weren't focused. So it's good if to come back the next day and try again. Okay, and spend more time visualizing, and maybe spending maybe 3 to 5 days on that particular spell work, and putting your intent and putting that shit in the candle, putting it in the jar, putting it in the sigil. And the spirits are going to know your true intent, your true will, by what it is that you're visualizing and the focus that you have put into the spell work, the main visualization, okay? So when you're doing that, you have to just trust yourself. You have to trust your will. You have to trust your intent, okay? And focus. And in time, you will improve. You will get better. Your visualizations will get stronger and more focused, okay? It's all about practice. It's all about believing in yourself. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I just wanted to get on here and just talk to you guys about this because, you know, it's something that growing up I had issues with, you know, growing up in magic. My visualizations, a lot of times, you know, I would self-sabotage with my visualizations. I would get distracted and think about some crazy ass shit that would take me completely off course, and I'll be like, God damn, I just fucked up the goddamn spell. No, okay? Refocus. Okay, breathe deeply and get back to what the fuck it was you were thinking about. Get back to the imagination, get back to the visualization at hand, okay? And hone in that shit. Hone in that motherfucker so deeply and so hard that you pop a motherfucking vein in your damn brain. I'm just joking, not that part. But focus hard on that shit and know your intent. Know what it is that you want. Know your true will, okay? And no distraction will get in your way. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, and I will see you on the next one.